Hey guys, welcome back to the Occult audio channel. It's James here again, and I'm really pleased to be walking you through Splintered Violin, which is our latest standalone instrument. Now, if you've owned one of our other libraries in the Splintered series, this follows in that kind of style. Definitely an experimental, an unusual library that's been designed to specifically push the sound of the instrument even further, and that's exactly what we've done with the violin. Let's get into it. So for those of you who haven't used one of our Splintered libraries before, a little bit of context, because it sits in a bit of a different category to normal string libraries. It's not in any way a traditional orchestral violin library, so don't be thinking that it is. Definitely what we've done is a bit more experimental, aleatoric. We're not so bothered about noise and imperfections and things being exactly lined up where they should be. We really want to get something that is a little bit deeper, a little bit darker, that you can do some really interesting things with. So Splintered instruments are getting this new updated UI, which is really exciting. And as you click around the buttons, you'll notice that the top half of the UI is changing. The bottom half isn't, and we'll come on to everything that's in the bottom half in a minute. So the first screen we're going to load on, we've got our articulations here, and we can change between them. So let's just have a listen to a couple of longs. So you can see here with bellicose, it's a very rough bowing. It's a bit like someone who doesn't know how to use a violin is using a violin almost, but we're still getting something musical out of it. Let's listen to the harmonics. And let's listen to the chatter. And the glisses. So you've got a kind of a shorter gliss and then a longer gliss. Let's have a quick listen to the shorts. Quite gnarly clusters there as well. So that's what we're working with. That's what's in the kind of palette. But I think the thing that we're most excited about, that I want to dive in to look at with you, is actually the Granular engine that we've built. So the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to go and load up one of our presets. So this third button here with a little magnifying glass, we've got some presets here. So factory presets, Granular. I'm going to get, let's get breaking up. Okay. So here we are. Here's the Granulator engine screen, and it features this waveform, and that's very important because there are some things that we can do to change a few things about how we're utilizing the waveform into this. Now, the reason that we've wanted to do this is, you know, this creates something that's not recognizable as a violin, but it uses source material that we recorded from the violin session. So if I give you an example of this. Let's grab a different preset. It's this one. So we'll hop back to the Granulator engine, and we've got tracking. So the tracking feature of this is all to do with where the playhead starts. Is it having any movement? So the position, simply, and you can see it on here, our playhead is going to move from the start to wherever we want it. Okay, so we start at a different place, we start at a different point within that file. Now, spread we'll come on to in a minute. Freeze and drift are really important. Freeze means once we position that playhead, it's not going anywhere. If we move our playhead and hit drift, what you're going to see is it's going to manipulate the position of that playhead all the time, so that when we kind of restart that playing, we're going to get some movement. And that intensity can be controlled with this slider down here. So I increase it, it's getting more intense, and I can change the rate as well, so you can see it's moving through that intensity less often. So let's get it at a kind of a middle ground. And the spread now, if we increase the spread, you can see the playhead is going to jump a little bit more around depending on what the value of the spread is. Now, as well as the tracking, we've then got the actual sound parameters. So size, as we reduce it, will add more and more grains, as will density, okay, and how thick that's going to be. Pitch is obvious, it's going to change the pitch, and detune is going to detune it. So let's put these back to their default. So if you can double click on anything and give you a default, let's just hold a note down and I'll play around with the sound feature so you can hear the difference. Bass is exactly what it says. We can select a width and a room size. Envelope settings at the top, so we can change the attack, decay, sustain, and release. So those original recordings are in there, or you've got in the preset in the factory, you've got all these different granular ones. Let's just hear another one. I think the heart at what starts making this instrument really interesting is not only having something that completely warps and manipulates the sound of violin, it's then when you get to the movement. And those of you who have bought our other products, you know that we like having this idea of randomized, spontaneous movement included within our plugins. And that's what we've done here. So this main window, as I said, that appears that we talked about earlier, where we've got levels for our organic samples, level for our granulator, has this motion pad. And what that enables us to do is to have both the organic and the granulator sound at the same time. Let's pick undertones for a minute. You can see that when we've turned the speed on here, that this is gradually cycling through different gain levels for our violin and for our granulator. Change the speed and the intensity which that moves through. I'm going to put it back to how it was. The other thing that we've got access to here is some saturation. And then we've got reverb as well. And as before, we've got our standard selection of reverbs. We've got a couple of new ones in there. So I'm going to change it to the hanger. Now there's a lot there, so I'm just going to turn it down slightly. The other control we've got for the reverb, if you click on it, we can adjust the pre-delay and the damping as well if we want to. So this movement, the idea of it is whole new sound. So we've got a whole bunch of these in here. Let's have a look at a couple. Let's look at On Edge. Let's have a look at Foreboding. It's not something you'd expect to be like a violin. It's something new. It's going to create something special, and you've got those presets. So the other thing that we've included in this is we've worked with Verge, who's created some absolutely stunning, there's 30 of these soundscapes. So he's gone in and he's curated these. So let's have a look at a few of them. Adrift of Unease. Easily a cue starter. Frosted Bow. Lingering Doubt. Spiral Motion. So the reason we built this and we changed the UI just to tag on to it is that there are a few things that people want to see, a little bit of a different preset browser, being able to see everything change around. Again, this final menu here is your settings. So if you need to zoom on the UI, you can. You can change the sample location folder if you need to move the samples for any reason as well. It's nice and easy to do that. And, you know, presets, again, it's really easy for you to import presets from other people if you've made them, save favorite presets, search for presets. I don't know, so if you've got tension ones, you can search for that, and I really like that one, so I'm going to favorite it. So when I go to my favorites now, it'll come up with tension field, and it gives you an opportunity to just have a good look through and play through anything. So look, that Splintered Violin, standalone instrument, it's available now, special launch price of £49. That goes up to £79 after launch. So if it's something you're interested in, now's the time. There is a link in the description. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll get back to you as always. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.